Hi, I'm back. I just realized when I looked at my old videos that it's been over 2 years since I've posted a new video. I've created videos for my own personal amusement, but I haven't posted anything. So, as promised, I will start making more new videos. For this first video back, I decided to talk about depression. I know, such a happy subject for my return. I got lots of emails and friends that I see asked me if I was going to talk about it. And I kind of put it off for a long time, mainly because on the upside, a lot of people are talking about depression, and it's helping to make it seem less of a bad thing, something that you have to hide, and the stigma that's attached to it, and that unfortunately, as any other illness, it doesn't discriminate, and anybody can suffer from depression. And so that's it. And as with there's different cases and everybody is very different, I thought I could talk about how it feels for me, but it doesn't feel the same way for everybody else. So, but that being said, for me, I had my first meeting with depression when I was very young. I was 11 or 12. I was starting like high school, and I went through this phase where I couldn't get out of bed. I was sleeping for hours on end. I felt like I was walking around in a fog, and I'm not sure what provoked it or how it came to be. I assumed that maybe it could be with the pressure of going from grade school to high school and being in the enriched program, so being in like honor classes. That puts kind of like a lot of pressure. And but still, depression doesn't necessarily need a reason sometimes to come visit. Anyway, and we'd have agendas, and I would write down like when I was absent in my agenda. And if you see my agenda from my first year in high school, you can see that I was missing a couple of days. I'd come in, be there for half a day, and just go home. It's like I couldn't get through the day. I would go in the bathroom and lock myself in the stall and cry and just want to go home, want to go away, just want, I don't know. Because for me, depression is kind of like this darkness. It's like everything becomes black and dark and hopeless, and I feel like I'm drowning. And anyway, so back when I had my first experience with depression, it lasted about 3 months, and I guess we didn't talk about it a lot back then. People didn't really know how to deal with it, and the fact that I was becoming a teenager, people just assume, oh, it's hormones, it will pass. And I didn't get very much help back then. But luckily for me, anyway, it just kind of like snapped out of it after 3 months. But, the damage was done. I had missed so much school that I couldn't even get a grade in my math classes and my Latin classes because I wasn't present at enough classes, or I didn't do the exams. I'm not sure what the reason. And I was a person who loved school and wanted to go, but anyway, this is hard, and I thought. Anyway, and I was okay for quite a while after that. I had ups and downs, but I was a teenager, so that was normal. It kind of came back, when I was in my early to mid-20s. It would come and go, but I guess I'm lucky in a way that after that first episode, I continued to be pretty functional. I didn't sleep for days and days on end, and I'm not sure why, but I'm thankful for that, because I know it's not always that easy for other people who suffer from depression. I know a lot of people too with depression have this like voice in their head or something telling them that they're worthless and that, you know, they're a bad person or whatever. And I luckily don't have that. So you have to be thankful for that. I love myself way too much. What goes on in my head is mostly anger and sadness and disappointment towards other people and things that I see, people that don't, this is kind of horrible to say, but don't live up to my standards, or people I think should be good and do the right thing and they don't. And I feel it's unfair. And that's what goes around in my head when I'm in the darkness. It's like, you know, it's not fair. It's like, he's a good person, she's a good person, I'm a good person. Why don't we have this? Why do people do these things? Why? Anyway, we can go on for a long time with that. But, you know, sometimes it can be anything that happens and it just, something clicks in my brain. And anyway, I guess one of the reasons maybe I decided to talk to you guys about it is, at this moment, is because I've been going through a hard period that's been lasting a long time. Like right now, like I'm okay. It's, you know, it's not dark actually. There's lights, but it's there. You know, I know it's there, and it prevents me from doing things I enjoy, or at least it's a struggle. I have to like push myself, like, okay, Joanne, you enjoy this, go do it, get up, get out, breathe, pray, laugh, dance, sing. You don't want to see me sing. And but it's not easy. Anyway, I don't know if you can see this beautiful kitten behind me. This is Nikki. Nikki is my new kitten. If you've seen my previous videos, you know that I had two cats, Chatouille and Cuppy. Unfortunately, they have both crossed the Rainbow Bridge in these 2 years since I've posted a video. Chatouille passed away in 2015 in April 1st, 2015, which was her 13th birthday. And Cuppy left last June, so June 2016. And I got Nikki between Chatouille leaving and Cuppy's passing away. She's a rescue kitten. She actually belonged to a woman who used to come to the LaSalle Vet Clinic where I work. Actually, I'm not sure she still comes, because I noticed that she has other cats. But anyways, and she had brought Nikki to the LaSalle Veterinary Hospital because she couldn't take care of her anymore. And a future co-worker, Isabelle, was working at the LaSalle Vet Hospital, and she decided to save Nikki because she knew that if she wasn't adopted soon, that she'd probably be put down, and she couldn't, you know, deal with that. So she took her home and then asked her dad to take care of her, which her dad did, but unfortunately he couldn't give her a forever home. So eventually Isabelle started looking for a new home for Nikki, and at the time I was planning on moving. I wasn't sure if I should be getting another cat. And, well, I had 2 cats at the time too. And so anyway, time went on, and Isabel eventually brought Nikki to the clinic where we work. And anyway, I fell in love. I brought her home. She got out of the pet carrier, checked out the place, and decided this was her forever home. So she adopted me, and now we're together. Anyway, so that's it. Just a little note that going back to depression. If you are suffering from depression, as I said earlier, now that people are talking about it more, hopefully you've seen people that you can talk to. You know that there's, you know, groups and help phone lines and everything. And, you know, talk to people. I know it's so hard to ask for help. And when you're depressed, it seems even harder because this feels like something else you have to do. But it's like, you have to do it. Okay? People do love you. And people do. They will help you. And I know sometimes people don't understand, and I've had my fair share of people who don't understand, who they're like, you know, just snap out of it. You're just sad, you're just going through a bad phase. And it's like, everybody gets sad, and depression is not sad. I know a difference between it, and you do also. So ask for help.